Good afternoon,
Hello.
Jose. I think you had till 1 o'clock to appeal against Paul Pogba's red card. Has there been any sort of appeal to the FA against it?
He's not suspended for the Champions League. He plays tomorrow.
So you won't tell us whether you've appealed against it or not?
No. He plays tomorrow.
Questions on this game?
Jose, what's the injury situation? Are any of the players who missed Saturday available, including Zlatan? Why did he not play on
No,
Saturday?
Zlatan is not injured. Zlatan needs sometimes very hard work on the muscular area that supports the knee that had the problem. And when the period for that hard work comes, also the fatigue comes. And to work really hard for a certain period of time, he cannot play for these days. So we decide to do that after Watford. He's on this cycle of work divided between the gym and the pitch, and he will be out again for tomorrow, but I believe back to normal work after CSKA. All the other players that didn't play the last match, they are all still out.
So Carrick can't play.
No. But I can make a surprise tomorrow, and the one that is unavailable plays.
Jose, have you worked with or come up against a better goalkeeper than David De Gea?
Yes,
Who's that then?
Romero,
All right.
because he plays tomorrow. And my goalkeeper is always the best goalkeeper in the world. So now David is the third best. Romero number 1, Joel number 2, and David is the third best.
But how would you sum up the form of your third best goalkeeper at the moment?
Very good. Very, very good. All season, very good.
Jose, you said Paul plays tomorrow. How has he been affected by the red card from Saturday? And obviously to be missing potentially such a big game on Sunday. How is his mindset?
He's very happy to play tomorrow. It's the next match, the match that matters. He plays tomorrow. Of course, a bit tired because it was a huge match on the last weekend and just 2 days to recover for CSKA. But very happy to play tomorrow and to try to keep his momentum, because since he was back from injury, he's being phenomenal.
Good morning, Jose. There is a question from Russia, and the question is regarding the two players, Golovin and Promes. In Russia, it's considered that they can be transferred to English Premier League. What do you think about their form, and is that even possible?
No, I'm not going to answer. It would be a pleasure to answer a question that interests Russians, but not in relation to players and possible targets for the Premier League.
Jose, is this an ideal game to give Luke Shaw a run out? I know Ashley's been playing very well, but ahead of the derby, would you consider resting him and playing Luke?
You have to think. I'm going to make a few, but not too many changes. We didn't qualify yet. We didn't finish first in the group yet. There are other clubs also involved in the qualification, and I need to keep a certain balance in the team. But when you speak about Luke Shaw, you are right. He's working to have an opportunity, and sooner or later the opportunity will arrive, because he deserves that opportunity. Selected for tomorrow, yes, for sure. To start or to be on the bench, I cannot answer.
There is another question from Russia, and it's regarding Leonid Slutsky, who has been sacked yesterday. What do you think about that? And does this mean that Russian coach academy is not that good, even for the second league in England, which is Premiership?
You know, the best coaches in the world, they are sacked. You know, the champions of England are sacked. So that's our life, you know. In the Premier League, I think already 5. I think 5. So in the championships also. So when Slutsky decides to come to England, he should know that there is a risk for everyone. It's not about him being good or not good enough. It's just about what it is and the way it is. You don't have the results that people expect, and is the manager the ones that are paying for that? It's just football.
Okay, last 2 questions, one here and one at the back.
Jose, with it being the week that it is, how difficult is it for you to keep everybody's minds focused on this game tomorrow night when there is that derby game that everyone's talking about?
Easy. We are used to it. It's just the next match. We don't think about the next. It's just about tomorrow.
Jose, how pleased have you been with Victor's form in recent games, and do you think your decision to sort of ease him in is now sort of paying dividends?
He's like the team. When the team plays well, he plays well. When the team doesn't play so well, he doesn't play so well. So the mistakes he had on matches were not mistakes against the level of the team. When he made mistakes was when the team was playing bad. The team is playing well, Victor is playing well.
Victor, good afternoon. How pleased have you been with recent weeks being involved in the first team, playing for the first team, and kind of being given a chance to acclimatise, if you like, to being at Manchester United?
Well, I'm always happy to help the team in the ways I can do it. So of course I'm very pleased to be able to help the team on the pitch and get some good results.
Hi Victor, there's a question from Russia and it's regarding Pontus Wernbloom. He will not be playing tomorrow, and how do you think this will be affecting tomorrow's game? And also, what do you think about his chances in playing in the upcoming World Cup in Russia?
Well, Pontus he's a very good player, and I think he's important for CSKA, and so what that will do to the game, I don't know. But like I said, he's a very good player, and I think he's in good form and has been performing well. And regarding the World Cup, I don't think that's a question for me. But he's a very good player, and you have to speak to him and see what he thinks about that.
Would you like him to return to the national team after he's retiring?
Well, like I said, he's a very good player, and I think that's up to him. You know, we in Sweden we always like good players to play for the national team, and he's a good player.
What is the difference between Benfica and Manchester United? What have been the key things about moving clubs?
Well, you know, the league, I don't know, I would have to say, you know, the league we play in, you know, the Premier League, it's a tougher league than the Portuguese league, and but the differences has been, you know, it's two big clubs, and here in Manchester United, you know, it's a lot more, like, it's a bigger club, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and you have more eyes watching you, and I would say that's the most. Yeah, that's the thing I would say.
Victor, we know Paul Pogba was talking about the derby at the weekend. Is it hard for the players to put that to one side when there's a Champions League match in midweek and such a big Premier League game match the following weekend?
Well, we're all professionals, and we're focused on the game tomorrow, and we want to do a good game there and get the win. So I can only speak for myself, but I think all the guys as well, they are just focused on the game tomorrow, and after that we have to start focusing on the other game.
Again, on the same subject, how does this week develop? Do you have you talked at all yet about the Manchester derby, or has it all been about CSKA? And when does the sort of work start for the derby match?
We haven't talked about that game. You know, like I said before, we're only focused on the game tomorrow, and we want to get a good result there. And after that game, we're starting to see talk about the other game.
There was a moment in the Brighton game recently when you flew into a 50-50 tackle and came out with the ball, and the whole crowd sort of got up off their feet. Did you see that as a kind of turning point? It was a great moment for you, wasn't it?
Well, it was a good tackle, I think, and then, like I said, it was a 50-50 ball, and I had to win the ball, and I did, and it was a turning ball. I don't know. I know I felt good during the whole game, and it was just a tackle, and yeah, like I said, good tackle.
And does playing in a back three suit you, as you have been recently? Does it give you extra security to play your football, playing in a back three rather than a back four?
I like to play both. You know, it doesn't really matter. You know, I play the way the manager wants me and the team to play. So for me, it doesn't matter. I like to play both systems.
Victor, you've been finding form in the last few weeks. Were there any players in the squad that you were able to lean on for advice after the kind of Huddersfield game, after instance there?
I think you know, the whole team. You know, we always try to help each other and everything. So for me, I cannot pick just one. You know, I think the whole team has been very good. You know, since I arrived. You know, and helped me in a lot of ways. So.
Victor, if the team avoid defeat tomorrow night, I think it's 40 games unbeaten at Old Trafford. How confident do you feel as a team going out there? And do you feel unbeatable at the moment when you play at Old Trafford? Because it certainly seems that way from this, you know, looking from this side.
Well, you know, playing at home, you know, we always have confidence. You know, playing at home, we have our fans behind us, and you know, we've been performing very well at home, and we feel very confident there. And I think that's, you know, when we have been doing so good, we just try to keep on going in the way we've been playing, and so we're just very confident, you know, playing at home with other fans and everyone behind us there.
Okay, last question for Rob, please.
Hi, Victor. The manager said that your spell out of the team at the beginning of the season was to give you a chance to adapt to English football in the Premier League. Was that something that he spoke to you about before you arrived? Did you know that was going to happen when you arrived from Benfica, and do you feel that was the right decision?
Well, I think, you know, always when you come to a new club, I think it's you know, you have to learn, and I'm still learning. You know, I'm learning every day and work hard to try to help the team. And I think you know, I speak with the manager, and it's been very good for me, and I think I can learn a lot from him and also the other coaches. So yeah, we talk sometimes, and I think it's been good.